talking about area of a circle. Okay, we're talking about area of a circle. Let's draw our circle first. We're talking about all of this on the inside. All this right here. Okay, so that first definition is area. It is the amount of space inside a figure. So again, all this right here. Okay? So to find the area of a circle, you must use the formula. You're going to use A is equal to pi times R times R. Pi times R times R. Remember what the value of pi is? What number are we going to use? We're going to use number 3. Okay? R stands for the radius. So we're still talking about parts of a circle. So for those of you who don't remember, the diameter goes all the way across. Okay? The radius is halfway. That's your radius. So the formula calls for the radius. Okay? So it's going to look like this. If you don't have your radius and they give you the diameter, think about that for a second. How are you going to get from diameter to radius? It's going from big to small, right? So you're going to divide by 2. So you're going to divide by 2. Okay, so let's look at example 1. Example 1 says find the area find the area of 4 inches. They gave us 4 inches is my radius or diameter. If you don't remember, look at your little note right here. They gave you the radius, so I'm going to put 4 inches. Okay. I could also find the diameter. If I have the radius, I just have to double that to get my diameter. So 4 times 2 is going to give me 8. But what does the formula call for? The formula of area calls for the radius. So I want to see this on your paper. I want you to find the radius and diameter, but you're going to circle the radius because that's what the formula calls for. Okay? So let's write our formula. The formula for area of a circle is pi times R times R. Let's plug in my numbers. I know that pi is equal to 3. My radius here is 4 times my radius again is 4. So we can't multiply these numbers, so we're going to break it down. 3 times 4 is 12. Bring down your last 4. 12 times 4. I'm going to write it on the side. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. So my answer is area is equal to 48 inches squared. I want to see the measurement too. It is, in this case, it's inches, but we're dealing with area, it's going to be squared. That just means that that's how many cubes can fit in this circle. Okay, so let's look at example 2. What part of the circle did they give me? They gave me the diameter because it goes all the way across. I need to find my radius. So my radius is halfway. My number is going to get bigger or smaller. It's going to get smaller. So my diameter is 12 millimeters. And I'm looking for the radius. So you're going to divide that by 2. You're going to divide your diameter by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6 millimeters. Okay. Circle which one you're going to use. If it's asking for area, the question says which measurement is closest to the area of the circle in square. So we're looking for the area. So I need you to write the formula. A is equal to pi times R times R. So now let's start plugging in numbers. We know that pi is 3. My radius is 6 times 6. So now we break it down. 3 times 6 is 18. Bring down the 6. So now we have to multiply 18 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 108. So my area is 108 millimeters squared. So it says which one is the closest to the area. So what answer choice is closest? B. So on the back, we're looking at example number 3. Terrence has a hubcap that has a radius of 8 inches. He wants to know what the area of the hubcap is. Which of the following is closest to the area? So we're talking about area. So a hubcap is a circle. I'm not going to do this one for you. I want you to do it by yourself. But I want to see where you got your radius and your diameter and which one you're going to circle. I also want to see the formula. A is equal to pi times r. And I want to see you plug in those numbers. Okay? Let's look at number 4. So number 4, Joseph is putting pink icing on top of the cake. The cake has a diameter of 10 inches. Which of the following is closest to the area of the top of the cake? The top of the cake is right here. If they gave me a diameter of 10, I'm going all the way across. Okay, so that D is equal to 10. If it's talking about area, we're using A is equal to what? Write down your formula. I want to see it. I also want to see how you get your radius. And circle which part of the circle you're going to use, the diameter or the radius. And I want to see steps. Number 5. A company's logo was designed using circles of 3 different sizes. So we got 1 circle, 2, and 3. The diameter of 2 of the circles are shown. Which measurement is closest to the area of a circle? The largest circle. So if the largest circle, we're looking at this big old circle right here. Okay? So the area, we're looking at pi times r times r. I'm just writing out what I know. I know that the area of a circle, the formula is pi times r times r. I know they're looking for the biggest circle. So I gotta find the diameter and radius of the biggest circle. Well, if you look at this, we see that they give us 2 little circles, but that line goes all the way down. So that should tell you that the biggest circle has a diameter. But how are we going to get to the diameter? Think about that for a second. We're going to use these 2 little circles, right? We're going to have to add these 2 little circles to get my diameter of the biggest circle. So 12 plus 6 is 18. So now I found my diameter of the largest circle. If I have my diameter, I can get to my radius. Okay? If my radius, I know, is halfway, is my number going to get bigger or smaller? It's going to get smaller, right? 18 is all the way across. If I'm trying to get halfway, it's going to be divided by 2. So 18 divided by 2 is 9 centimeters. Now I have enough information to plug in my formula. So now I'm going to use my radius because that's what the formula for area calls for. I know that 3 is pi. My radius is 9 times 9. So 3 times 9 is 27. And then bring down my last 9. So 27 times 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 6 is 24. So the area is 243 centimeters squared. Box your answer. Okay, I want you to do example 3, 4, and the check-in. I will grade this on Monday. I also, after this, I want you to do those 6 questions on the Google form. Make sure you turn it in so I can grade it today.